As world leaders meet, no Obama-Putin sidebar so far. Wall Street Journal WSJ.com WSJ Facebook Twitter Market Watch Barron's Smart Money All things digital Fins More WSJX Invitation only Big charts Virtual stock exchange Financial news WSJ Asia WSJ India WSJ China Chinese edition WSJ Japan Japanese edition WSJ Europe WSJ Deutschland WSJ Americas en Español Portuguese WSJ Radio WSJ Wine The Wall Street Journal Menu Also in WSJ.com Share Tweet Confronting Syria France pushes G20 nations to denounce Assad. Obama presses lawmakers from abroad for backing. Interactive Syria in the spotlight. Video How might Syria retaliate? Top streaming coverage reverse order. Keyboard Gaze active updates 415 2017 0 new posts Washington Wire As world leaders meet, no Obama-Putin sidebar so far. By Peter Nicholas. Russian president walks past U.S. president during a group photo at the G20 summit in St. Petersburg, Russia. Reuters. St. Petersburg, Russia and day one of the G20 summit meeting came and went with no meeting between President Barack Obama and Russian President Vladimir Putin, according to a White House official, and no agreement between the two countries in what to do about the Syrian civil war. Mr. Obama spent about 4 hours at a dinner Thursday night for world leaders attending the summit. As the evening unfolded, he spoke privately with his counterparts from Turkey and Mexico but had no comparable pull aside with Mr. Putin, a senior White House official said Friday. The dinner table discussion was dominated by Syria, with Mr. Obama making the case that the Assad regime was responsible for a chemical weapons attack in Syria on August 21 and needed to be held accountable, said Ben Rhodes, Deputy National Security Advisor for Strategic Communications. Mr. Obama hopes to persuade other world leaders to support the U.S. position. But the White House seems to have given up hope that Mr. Putin will join such a coalition. In Thursday, a Kremlin spokesman disputed evidence that the U.S. said showed that the Assad regime carried out the attack. Speaking to reporters on Friday, Mr. Rhodes said that Russia has continually supported Assad no matter what the facts showing no matter what the regime does. Syria is a long-time ally and weapons client of Russia. In terms of punishing Mr. Assad over the use of chemical weapons, Mr. Rhodes added, "We don't expect Russian cooperation." Yet, Mr. Rhodes said, the U.S. is hopeful Russia will play a constructive role in forging a political solution to the conflict in Syria. One subplot in the two-day Group of 20 summit meeting is whether Messrs. Obama and Putin will meet and attempt to bridge differences. So far, Mr. Obama has met privately with leaders of at least 5 countries, China, Japan and Brazil, in addition to Mexico and Turkey. The White House remains frustrated with Mr. Putin, to the point where Mr. Obama cancelled a planned meeting with Mr. Putin in Moscow in advance of the G20 summit. After taking office in 2009, Mr. Obama had hoped to reset relations with Russia. But with his second term well underway, ties have frayed. Clifford Gaddy, a senior fellow at the Brookings Institution, said recently that relations are now as poor as at any time since the fall of communism in Russia. "I think the relationship now is really very bad," Mr. Gaddy said. "And I think the way to gauge it is in terms of what are the prospects for dealing with major issues that still remain between the two countries and that may emerge. And I think it's very poor, because we simply don't have any sense of trust in the relationship, especially at the highest level, which is the most important."